Did you know that almost 100% of families in India consume mayonnaise on a regular basis? Not only that, its level of per capita consumption in India also remains the highest across the globe. And why not? As Indians, we love our sauces, be it on sandwiches, on salad dressings, or even on the side of a big bowl of nachos during movie marathons or house parties. With 300 plus SKUs, Veeba has become modern India's kitchen partner. But is there more to its secret sauce? I'm here to find that out from founder Viraj Bahl. What led you to, get into the sauce and condiment space?
The reason of starting Veeba was that I was desperate and out of business. I had just shut a restaurant company. The best thing that field restaurant business gave me is that it made me see that there's a gap for sauces in the market. When we started Veeba, before that it was just mayonnaise and tomato ketchup. And for running that restaurant, I needed some specialty sauces and they were not available. 4 years of utter misery of a failing company gave me was an idea that sauces can be developed into a bigger category than what it is in India right now.
What does your product portfolio look like and how many categories are you operating in currently?
We've got about 85 SKUs in retail. I think mayonnaise is our number one SKU, and I'm happy to report that tomato ketchup is, by volume, not by value, by volume, already become our number two product. So, think of it as like the Indian consumer pyramid. Southwest Chipotle is right at the top, and let's say the Parle-G biscuits, which is the most distributed product in India, is right there. I mean, we're nowhere close to being a Parle, but every year we came one step lower. So started with Southwest Chipotle and sweet onion, then mayonnaise, then pasta sauces, then peanut butters, then ketchups. We are very significantly big share in the non-ketchup category. Now we're going after the ketchup category.
You have 2 manufacturing hubs.
Yes.
So give us a sense of what is the capacity of each of them and how many products are you churning out on a daily basis?
2 manufacturing units, as you said. One is in Neemrana. We started out with that unit, which is about roughly 1.5 lakh square feet. Okay. It is running at about 85% capacity right now, which is slightly around couple of thousand tons a month. Then we have a larger unit, which is a 10-acre plant constructed of about 500,000-600,000 square feet. And that is currently running at about 55 to 60% capacity. Then we've got a little bit of outsourced manufacturing in Gujarat and Kerala. So 24 SKUs will step out of the plant every day or step into the warehouse every day.
So would you call yourself a premium player or would you call yourself an affordable player?
Mass premium.
Mass premium. That's the range you're playing in.
So we are trying to build an aspirational brand.
Yeah.
Our products start from as low as 10 rupees, which is a one-time use pouch of mayonnaise and ketchup. We're trying to increase the market size. Leaving the 10 rupee introductory pouch aside, our product prices start from 34 rupees all the way up to almost 200 rupees.
Okay. All right.
Barring one product which is very expensive, about 300 odd, but
which is that product?
Our hot chocolate fudge.
Your hot chocolate fudge. Ever evolving consumer taste. What are some of the trends you're noticing there and how are you catering to those trends?
So we're seeing 2 trends coming out massively. One is wellness. Especially in the metros, wellness has started playing a role. So consumers have started asking us what's the sugar content, what's the fat content and what kind of oil do you use. For example, our organization has a very clear mandate that we do not use palm fat. The second and a very interesting trend we're seeing is heat, chili sauces. I kid you not, Aishwarya, this wasn't there 2 years back. Just after COVID, something happened, like our products like Bhoot Julakia sauce, Piri Piri sauce, Sriracha sauce. It's become a category on its own.
You made a very interesting point about consumers becoming very health conscious these days. I want to understand, how are you keeping your products clean? At the end of the day, no matter what you're doing, it is a processed food business.
We put our sugar content per serving on front of pack. We don't hide it behind the pack. So we say we have to be honest with our consumer. At the same time, we have a sugar-free tomato ketchup. We have a preservative-free tomato ketchup. So yes, we're keeping all of those things in mind. Now I'll give you an example. The total sugar content of a chocolate or or a aerated beverage should be spoken about. But to say a Veeba's bottle has 18 grams of sugar, that is wrong, because that 18 grams of sugar will be consumed over at least 2 months.
Okay.
If I'm lucky, 1 month, but our general, bottle in the fridge life is 2 months.
Since you're currently catering to sauces and condiments, let's talk about category expansion. Do you plan to get into biscuits, juices? Are there plans there?
The VRB, the holding company which owns Veeba, VRB of 2028, 4 years from today, should be 4 brands in 7 categories. We've already launched our second brand. It's in the wellness space. It's called Earthmade. We're toying with the idea of an indulgence brand in the mocktail space.
You started out as a B2B company, so help us understand some of the big partnerships that you have in this space. What is your B2B market share like, and are there more partnerships in the pipeline?
Yes, we started out as a B2B company. Our first client was Domino's Pizza, and after Domino's we got business from Yum restaurants, Burger King, and so on and so forth. Today, the B2B part of our company is roughly 6% in revenue. 94% comes from our distribution and retail business. We actively decided to focus on distribution, and we stopped B2B.
When did you plan to enter the retail space, and how is that space looking today?
Retail actually started 4 years after we started B2B.
So how many retail stores are you present in currently?
I don't know the exact number, but around 200,000 plus or minus directly, and then indirectly much more.
The next frontier of growth is, of course, quick commerce. So I want to understand what does your quick commerce play look like? Who all have you, which of the top players have you partnered with, and what is the kind of sales that you're clocking from that channel?
Almost 70% of our revenue comes from GT, general trade, the smaller shops. Yeah. Almost 25% comes from modern trade. Okay. The Reliances and the DMart and all of that. E-com as a whole for the company is only 5% of our revenue. Now, the interesting thing in quick commerce is that 3 companies, which is Blinkit, Swiggy and Zepto, were nowhere there in our revenue 2 years back, and suddenly they're the biggest in our e-commerce division.
Since you're a consumer-facing company, with a business model like yours, it's often possible to get a little off the track when it comes to being cost efficient, right? Capital efficient. So tell me, how have you managed to sail the tide? And what's your philosophy there? And are you close to being profitable?
We are profitable.
You are profitable.
So the last time we raised money was in 2018.
Yeah.
We haven't raised money since then, and we are profitable. I think going back to my restaurant business, one lesson it taught me was frugality. One time I've been very silly with money when I launched a new brand, and instead of test marketing it in 3 states, I did a national launch. That set us back by a lot of money.
Was that the children's category? That's the category which you had to shut down later on.
Yes, we shut it down.
Okay. So where does your revenue stand today, and what is the target that you're setting for the end of this year?
So see, revenue, we are approximately a 1,000 crore odd company. I'm not setting any target for next year because the previous year has been a very roller coaster of a year for FMCG. Yeah. So we don't know. So for this year, the idea is to keep a very close eye on what's happening in the market, keep the market pressurized at all times. So as soon as the market improves, we should immediately grow.
With now some expansion plans in the pipeline and all of it, will you go for a growth capital?
Frankly, I don't see us raising any other round now. I don't think it will happen unless we get a very beautiful acquisition opportunity. All the expansion plans that I've mentioned, I don't see us raising money for that.
So you have enough money in your bank to sustain yourself for all the expansion plans.
Yes.
So any acquisitions that you're looking at, like some spaces that you're looking at that you think can add value to Veeba?
We're looking at companies with a proof of concept revenue. So when I say proof of concept, it should be at least more than 3-4 crores a month, and it should be a regional player. Even right now, we're studying 2 acquisitions very carefully. Okay. Since we have never asked for crazy valuations, we can never, I can never give crazy valuations.
Yeah. What are your plans for the IPO? Do you plan on going for an IPO?
I think the reality of our company is we will go for an IPO sometime. So if we say I want to go for an IPO today, it will take us minimum 2 years from today to go for an IPO. So that 2-year time clock hasn't started as of right now.
How big is the sauce and the condiment market in India? And we're seeing a couple of new players coming into the space. So how are you navigating the vis-a-vis competition space?
Think of ketchup as roughly a 2,500 crore market, and all other sauces put together are another 2,500 crore market. So approximately it's a 5,000 crore market. I think some of the incumbents made the mistake of not taking us seriously when we were much smaller. So I respect the incumbents a lot, but we also respect the newcomers a lot. We keep a very close eye on any new sauce brand, especially which comes up. I'll be the first to, order all their sauces from quick commerce or Amazon and, try them all. If I find someone to be very good, then I even get a bit anxious. I even get a bit insecure that, oh my God, someone's making a good sauce. Then I have to crack that sauce. It'll be very disheartening for me personally if, we launch 3 brands, they start doing well, but we lose market share in sauce. That cannot come at the cost of our sauce business.
Correct. And what about your global expansion plans?
We've just started shipping to Middle East. And we started in a very small way, something in the east coast of US. India is growing well. So we will, like what we did in India, we'll do it slowly and steadily, but we'll do it right way.
I think one very important question that the viewers would really want to know, what goes behind making a sauce with Veeba? Like, what all do you put into it? What's the process of it? Like,
can I say a lot of love?
A lot of love? No, we need some more elaborate answer there.
So the process is, we've got a team of a lot of chefs. And then we've got, I don't exactly know the number, but let's say 30 odd chefs. And then we've got a team of food scientists. First, we'll make a very, very tasty and indulgent sauce. Lot of fat, lot of sugar. That is made by the chefs. Then it goes to the research team. Their job is to make it food processing possible. Then we reduce fat, reduce sugar. What we give to the consumer is the right balance of, reduced fat and sugar and the taste of where we started out from.